In continuation from the previous series, in this video it will be shown how the Quran time and again includes Persian words in relation with the Islamic heaven. So here is a farcical situation where the promises that are made by Allah of another worldly bliss to the righteous Muslims are simply a reflection of Persian worldly luxury. In reality, the reason for this is because Persian life and its riches was the envy of early Muslims, something they so craved for themselves. In the commentary to a hadith taken from abualhaqq, quoted from an earlier scholar Ash-Shafi, found in a book called The Beginning and the End by prominent scholar Ibn Kathir, mentions Muhammad's interaction with a man called Suraka ibn Malik, who had pursued Muhammad in order to kill him. So as to appease and deflect him, Muhammad promises Suraka with the bracelets of the Persian ruler. Contemporary Islamic sources brazenly boast about this story. In another account, Muhammad entices a man with the promises of the riches of Persia when he was reluctant to accept Islam. The man thereafter accepts Islam. Again, it's a source of shameless, vainglorious boasts for Muslims who are so blinded by the irony in that apparently this is somehow testimony of Muhammad being a beacon of piety and righteousness, when in reality he is committing no more than what scammers do. This point stands even by chance if these promises comes to fruition. They fail to see how Muhammad is scraping the barrel by appealing to the lowest common denominator, by making promises of riches to people rather than wanting people to accept Islam for altruistic and noble purposes. The name for such people who make these kinds of promises is conmen or confidence artists. Thus Muhammad was far from being a beacon of piety and righteousness, a point missed by Muslims due to their blind infatuation of him. Now for the words found in the Quran. In Islam, the word Jannah is used to describe heaven. It literally means garden. As its synonym, Jannah is frequently translated as paradise, but another term with a more direct connection to the term paradise is Firdaus. The literal term actually means paradise, which is also the source of the English word paradise. The same word Firdaus is used in Quran 18:107, connected with the word Jannah, gardens. Firdaus also appears in Quran 23:11, designating the highest level of heaven. The term Firdaus comes from the Persian compound noun Pardis, made from para and deza. Within ancient Western Zoroastrian scripture, Pardis meant enclosure, such as a garden or park. As such, gardens played an important role within Persian history to symbolize heaven. Mirroring this symbology, ancient Persian gardens were built complete with a water feature. This is similar to the meaning of Jannah, often described in the Quran, with rivers flowing beneath it. Quran 18:31 uses the term sundus, which is often translated as fine silk, in reference to the garments worn by the righteous Muslims in heaven, Jannah. The term Sundus enters into the Quran from the Persian. The ultimate origin is found within ancient Greek, a red-colored woman's garment. The Quran collocates the term istabrak with it, another Persian word. These words are a cultural wonder word. The attestations in the Quran of these words mentioned together are referring to the fabric worn by the Persian elites. Silk was a popular attire amongst Persian royalty. Quran 22:23 refers to silk garments by using the word harir and the aforementioned gold bracelets. Asawir is another Persian word. So within the Islamic heaven, people will wear what the elite Persians used to wear in their palaces, including sundus, which was originally a red woman's clothing. In heaven, wine will be poured from a jug called ibrik. Its plural is abualhaqq, which is found in Quran 56:18. The term araiq is mentioned in Quran 18:31, often translated as couches or seats that the people of heaven will sit or recline upon. These passages describe the luxurious reward for the faithful in the hereafter. Again, these words are all of a Persian origin, which describe the indulgences of a Persian palace. Even the wine the believers will be given in heaven, as described in the Quran, such as kafur in Quran 76:5, flavored with zanjabil in Quran 76:17, which has a scent of misk, and tasneem in Quran 83 verses 25 to 27 are all of Persian words. Hur, the beautiful fair-skinned maidens in the hereafter, described in the Quran that the righteous men will be paired with. Traditional etymology suggests that the term and their description comes from the Zoroastrian concept of heavenly maidens. Quran 88 verses 15 to 16 describes the luxurious furnishings of paradise for believers, fine cushions lined up and splendid carpets spread out. These verses depict a scene of comfort and abundance for the righteous in the hereafter. Namariq, the word for cushions, comes from the Persian to mean soft. The next verse has zarabi to mean carpets. Though disputed, it is suggested to be of Persian origin. What cannot be argued, however, is that they are all words borrowed from other languages and cultures other than the Arabic. Quran 55:76 has the word abqari, a kind of rich carpet, translated as splendid carpets. Again, it is of a Persian origin, as suggested by academics. Going back thousands of years, ancient Persian palaces were often adorned with exquisite carpets, reflecting its cultural sophistication. Quran 42:22 has the word Raudat to mean gardens. It is a word of Persian origin for well-irrigated, luxurious garden. A typical feature of a Persian royal garden was that it was integrated with elaborate irrigated gardens designed as enclosed earthly paradises. Some of these ancient Persian royal paradise gardens have been excavated. They were found to have relied upon sophisticated ancient engineering to thrive in arid climates. So in conclusion, a question needs to be asked. Why does Allah seem to have a fixation with Persian terms and items for his heaven? Just an educated guess. In answer to this question, could it perhaps have something to do with the notion that Persia and its trappings was the ancient Arab man's idea of heaven? Thoughts in the comments section, please.